In this video, we are going to cover Tesla for the next couple of months. Basically, the two ways that I think Tesla is going to take before it ultimately hits all-time highs. The first one is best case scenario. That's a push to all-time highs, or about $550 to $600 within the next 6 months. The second is going to be the worst case scenario, which I still think is going to be a push to all-time highs, but would take a little bit longer, between 6 to 12 months. Now, at this point, I am holding a good amount of Tesla. I'm currently holding some leap call options, which I'm currently down about 46% on. These expire 9/18/2026. And I'm also holding shorter term call options expiring 8/15/2025. Now, we're going to be working on a weekly chart for this video. And if you want access to any of the indicators that you see here and learn exactly how to use them and my strategy, the link to all of our free courses is down in the description. The first thing I want you to understand when we're looking at this chart when it comes to Tesla is the fact that even though we have seen significant pullbacks and significant sell-offs in the past couple of months, structure is still bullish. The way that we can tell is that when price is pulling back, it is making higher lows each and every single time. If we were to break a previous low, that's where structure will shift, and that is where I would be significantly concerned, and we will cover that later on in this video. Now, for those of you who have been following me for a very long time now, there's a reason why I did not trade Tesla much at all through 2022, 2023, and really only started trading Tesla in the summer of 2024. The main reason is because structure was bearish. You can see that each and every single time that price had bounced, we were making a lower high and a lower low until we broke this previous high here in the summer of 2024. That's why we started trading it back then. And if we actually go and just isolate Tesla and just our Tesla trades for the past couple of years, you're going to notice that we barely took any trades or made anything through all of 2023 and 2024, and then made nearly $1.8 million from 6/13/2024 up until today. And that correlates with this structural shift that happened here. So if we were to break structure, then I'm not trading Tesla potentially for multiple months or multiple years. Now that brings us to where we're currently sitting at right now. Structure is still bullish, but one of the things that I do not like is the fact that this weekly BX trender, which shows buying pressure, even though it's green, it's making lower highs. This is normally an indication that while we are still showing strength, it's not enough to push us through this resistance that we see here. What I would want to be seeing is basically what occurred back here through October 2024 and December, which is higher highs each and every single week. So while it's green and that's still meeting our criteria, that's why we're holding call options, it doesn't mean that we necessarily have enough buying pressure to break through this resistance level that we are seeing. Now, this brings us to basically the two ways that I think Tesla is going to be moving in the next couple of months. With earnings coming up, with the expansion of the robotaxi network, with the increase in prices of the robotaxi network, the best case scenario here would be that price action breaks right through this resistance of $334 and pushes right up into all-time highs. This would be about a 50 to 60% move, and I think that this would take anywhere between 3 to 4 months, worst case maybe 6 months. Now, while we all want best case scenarios, I think the worst case scenario and the more likely scenario here is that price pulls back to make once again a higher low, bounces, and then moves up to all-time highs by the end of this year, maybe December or into February of early 2026, which would still hit our target that we've been talking about for the past couple of months, but take a little longer than we anticipated. Now, the reason that I think this pullback to 250 is more than likely is simply because that is going to be a discounted range. And if institutions are going to enter and actually buy up the stock, they're not going to normally overpay. They're going to let price pull back into a discount and then buy. Now, the reason that this is a discount is for basically two main reasons. Number one, is this is where our point of control is. So if we take a look at this indicator to the right here, this is called a volume profile. So instead of having vertical volume at the bottom of your screen, which most people normally see, that will tell you how many shares are traded that day. What this indicator is going to tell us is where the shares have been traded since 2022. And you'll notice that most of these shares have been traded, bought and sold between this resistance level and this support level. So that means that this shelf of volume should act as a very strong support. And you can see that it has resisted here multiple times prior and then formed a new support. So that's a good sign. And I do think that if price pulls back, worst case is going to be $250. And I do think we'll bounce from there. Now, the second reason is because of the institutional buy zone. Now, we talked about market structure here, but basically when price action is breaking out and pulling back, it's going to pull back into a higher low. Now, the way that we can find these higher lows is by using a Fibonacci retracement tool. If you want to learn how to set it up the same way that I'm going to do right now and learn to draw these your own completely for free, you can take our Smart Money Mastery course in the description. Essentially, you take that Fibonacci from most recent swing low to most recent swing high. You can see that this would have been our entry to be buying back here in August of 2024. And that's, like we said, when we were making these massive moves. If we look back here, we could have taken a Fibonacci from low to high. This here would have been our institutional buy zone. Then price breaks out. Once again, if we take a Fibonacci retracement from low to high, you will notice that this pullback that happened, that massive capitulation through all of February and March, pulled right back into the institutional buy zone. And for those of you who have taken the course, actually pulled back into the smart money zone before being bought up and bouncing close to 54%. And this area is right where Tim Walls called the bottom for us. So that brings us to where we are right now. If we were to take a Fibonacci retracement from swing low to swing high, you will see that that institutional buy zone is seated right here. And our smart money zone would be seated right at about $250 to $241. And so I think that if price does pull back into this discounted range, there's a very, very high chance, about 70%, the institutions are going to buy it up because Tesla will be at an absolute deal. And we will push to all-time highs within the next 6 to 8 months. Now, I know for some of you guys, this has been a very hard couple of months to be trading or invested in Tesla, but that's just how it is. Like, you can't just want the market to go up all of the time, and it's impossible for the market to go up all of the time. Number one, that's why I trade a multitude of stocks, right? Like, I'm currently holding about 50 stocks right now, and Tesla is not my only position. And if Tesla is no longer meeting my criteria, if price ends up breaking $250 and we move down to 200 and structure shifts, then I won't trade Tesla probably for multiple months or multiple years until my criteria is met once again. I hope this video helps, guys. Thanks for all support. Let me know down in the comments what you think is going to happen. I'll see you guys next time.